Alright, this the last one I'm finna make right now, and then I'm gonna write in my journal and paint because I've been hesitant to get on with my life. So this is what I'm gonna say. For those that want to be free, if you don't want to be free, if you don't want to work for yourself, own for yourself, live for yourself, be for yourself, and disregard everything I'm finna say. Ask yourself, if I were free, and then start filling in the blanks. If I were free. And whatever you're gonna say versus it with the natural reality we have. Correction. Balance it, or I won't say balance it. No, I'm not gonna say balance it, but parallel it with the unnatural world that we have right now. So for instance, if I say I want a loving wife, my brain is balancing it, or it's paralleling it with the unloving wife that we have in this timeline. So it's like, if you want to be free, you have to know what you want to be free for. Because a lot of us want freedom, and it's like, freedom what? What does that even mean? Like, I'm drinking a coffee right now, right? But if I was free, that means I would have to learn how to make, or down the road, or generations down the road, we would have to learn how to cultivate coffee beans. Do you want to wake up at 5 a.m.? You know what I'm saying? This is what freedom means. It means that you have to give back everything. Everything. You got to give back everything that you had in captivity. Everything. It's like a ruined relationship. When you break up with someone, they say, "Man, give me the keys back, give me the dress back, give me the." The man's gonna take back everything. You gotta start back from scratch. Are you willing to do that? Because that's what freedom means. Freedom means breakup. What type of community do you want? Y'all always talk about the whole soul tribe, this, that. What type of community do you want to build? Do you still want to be monogamous? Do you want to, if you're free, you can make your own rules. What type of rules do you want? You know what I'm saying? In my honest opinion, I feel like if we're in the beginning of freedom, we should do whatever we want. And God Himself will itemize what makes sense and what don't, and whatever makes sense will stick, and whatever don't is gonna go out to the wayside. That's how I believe it. Like, even with the gay transgender, let it happen. Whatever is true will stand the test of time, and whatever ain't is going. It's like a trend. Whatever doesn't stand the test of time is not real. It's not. So I'm not gonna argue with nobody. Lesbians, this, that. If lesbians is a real thing, let it ride out. But it's not. You know what I'm saying? If you only knew what I knew with the weird shit that going on in Atlanta, you would know what's real and what's not. Because what's real doesn't have chaos around it. What's fake or artificial does. Like, you see this right here? That's real because it's cultivated. We did that. What's fake will never grow. What's fake will never grow. It's impossible. What's fake will never grow. What's artificial will never grow. It can't. That's why that's why Satan needs to stay in a low frequency, because he can't grow. All he can do is reuse. Reuse. He got to recycle his own swag because he can't grow. It's like a remedial child. He gonna get kept back, kept back. He needs to stay in that low because he can't grow. He can't. He can't graduate to the next level because his frequency's too low. His intelligence is too low. His spirit is too low. But that's how you need to move. Like for instance, I'm a painter. I'm an artist, right? And I kept asking God, like, why? Like, mind you, it's easy to be discouraged in this world, but just know if you have a gift, if God called you, that don't mean that you're chosen. But if He called you, He's saying you have the potential to be chosen. Because many are called, few are chosen. The reason why they say it that way, and don't flip it and say many are chosen, few are called, is because God will call all of the chosen ones and say you have the potential. It's like going on JV varsity. And anyone can try out if they have the gift to play a sport. But if that don't mean you're gonna be on a team. It doesn't mean you about to be on a team. You might could be on the bench. It doesn't mean that you about to be star player. That's the benefit of being chosen. You have the benefit to be seen. You have the benefit to expose. But you're not considering you got to go to practice, wake up at 5 a.m. You know what I'm saying? You got to practice 5 days out the week, 5 days out of 7 days out the week. Then you got to probably still have a job. Then you got to, you know what I'm saying? That's what it is to be chosen. Because it ain't easy. That's why no one wants to do it. And no one talks about it. Everyone gonna say, "Oh, I'm chosen. We the chosen." If you're really chosen, you don't even want, half of the time you don't even want this type of smoke, because your life is not yours no more. Your life is not yours. It's His. That's what happens. That's what it means when you're chosen. If someone chooses say I choose to have a donut. That's not the donut's donut. That's my donut now. If I choose this coffee, this is not the coffee's coffee. This is my coffee. So that's what chosen means. It means that God has appointed you to be His. So it's not your life, it's His life. That's why most people don't have the will to fight it, because it's not yours. It's His fight. And you're just a vessel for the fight. You know what I'm saying? And you just have to know that you want to continue to go forward, because time is ticking. Time is ticking. So whatever you got going on in your life, get it right. Even myself, I still have these lingering desires, and I gotta get it right, because time is ticking. And it don't matter how favored you are, if you don't get it with the program, bless you. If you don't get with the program, He gonna kick you off the team. You know what I'm saying? It's like in school, when the basketball players and the football players and all that. When these players, when they don't do their homework, when they don't do this, when they don't do that, and then the other people say, well, how come they don't got that? Because they on the team. They're favored. They don't got to do no homework because they're representing the school or the program on a different level. But don't take advantage of your gift. Know that you're doing it for a bigger purpose, and know that you were given what you were given because He trusts you more than He trusts the others. You know what I'm saying? So all I can say is, whatever your dreams are, whatever your wishes are, keep it going. Keep it going. I know it's hard, but keep it going, because the work we put in now is so the future versions of us won't have to do it. And you can live your best life now, taking trips, getting flued out, whatever the cool thing to do is nowadays. But eventually, that euphoria, that feeling of pleasure will die off, because it's repetitive, it's redundant. The only real pleasure of euphoria is freedom. And if we don't do the work now, we might not have another chance to do it. In And the higher ups or the lower ups, whatever you want to call them now, because they don't got the power like they used to, they know that. So they trying to keep us as dumb as we can, but it's inevitable. The change is inevitable. I don't care if we do it or not. Someone else gonna take up the mantle. The change is inevitable. Even these snacks. I got these donuts over here. I keep having these lingering feelings, these lingering desires of my old self: sweets, weed, women. So I ate two donuts in there, and I got tired. God said, "I'm gonna keep doing that. You keep ordering these food. You keep ordering this food. I'm gonna let you eat a portion of it, and then your body gonna actually say, 'Man, I don't want this no more,' because you already tasted the delicacy. You already know what it tastes like, and you're bored of it. But the lingering spirit in you still desires it. So I'm gonna let you keep wasting your money on the snacks, on the food, on the women until you get it right. I need you to. What I need you to do is I need you to fast off of all of it. That's why I'm out here with the sun. And I get it now. I get it now. Even right now, I have a desire to smoke, and I'm fighting it with the coffee because any of our desires, it's like sin is like addiction basically. So you can break addiction, and typically the first stage to break an addiction is to have your natural, what's up, man? Have your natural desire, and then you kill it with a different desire. Like for those that are coke addicts, might use another drug to get off coke, and then since the other one is weaker, you can rid yourself off of that drug after the fact. Well, with that being said, um, what am I? What was my ultimate piece that I was trying to say? Right. So for those that are cold, be grateful that you're cold, but also know you don't have to really do nothing because to be chosen is a choice. They say God gave us agency, God gave us choice. So if you're chosen, it's a choice to actually go with the flow of what it means to be chosen. You don't have to actually take up the mantle, take up the task. But if you're really, if you're really about the change of the future, you'll devote yourself because your life was His before it was yours. He only give us choice to really see what type of time we're on, for real, because all of our lives are His. Even the evil ones in this world, it's not our life, it's His. It's just a game. So I'm gonna end it there. If you really want to change, not just yourself, but the future, then take yourself out of the equation. You know what I'm saying? And if you're ever discouraged, just take a break. Take a break from all of it. The internet, you know what I'm saying, the apps, and get back to what is natural. That's the only way that's going to recharge you back. Like I was on YouTube yesterday. I couldn't even sleep. I was on YouTube for like an hour just scrolling. Everything was boring. God was saying the reason why it's boring is because you don't need it. You're trying to need this. You don't need it. And what I did, I went off YouTube, nailed down, spoke to God. I went to sleep, woke up. You know what my first thought was? It was talk to God and go on YouTube. Because my mind was still focused on YouTube from the day prior. And what happened when I went on YouTube? Trash. You see what I'm saying? Minimize your time on the net because it's not real. The net is the false world. The natural world is God's world. One day we'll see the fruits of our labor. Just like I said, Adam's job was to tend to the land, and Eve's job was to assist. If we do not tend to the land, if we don't get back to the basics, who knows how long the devil's going to own us? His reign is almost over. But the thing about it is that you can only postpone God's plan. But if you can shrink the time of how long the devil owns you, wouldn't you want to shrink it? Like, if I want you to consider, when you think of the word devil, think of imprisonment. Think of like when you go to jail and you got a 25 bid. So you got 25 years, right? And they say, is all this going on? These bugs. Say you got a 25-year bid, right? And they say if you do good, we can shrink it to 5. Most people are gonna get discouraged and say, man, fuck it, I'm already in jail. I'm already in jail. Why? It's so low frequency in here. I might as well just. You don't even got the energy to even try to decrease it to 5. That's what the devil is. Where we were cursed for so long, we don't even know how to take this as a blessing. Like, all right, cool. We were cursed, but we're free now. We can decrease the time that we're in bondage if we just do good. If we just, and I know it's easier said than done, but if we just change our ways, God will see that we're trying to do better, and He's gonna decrease the time that we're under captivity. You get what I'm saying? We just have to go back to His ways. Otherwise, He's not gonna let us in paradise because we still filthy, we still dirty, we still defiled with the devil's ways. Get what I'm saying? He's looking at all of us, especially the chosen ones. He's saying, how can I let you all back into freedom? How can I let you all free yourselves if y'all still got the devil on y'all? That's like you letting someone else in your house. You bought a brand new house, right? You let someone else in your house. It might could be family, but they got roaches. So this is their liability. They might could throw roaches in your new crib. What, you gonna be mad at them? You let them in, knowing that they have roaches. That's what it's like with God. I'm not finna let you in paradise if I know that you're not 100% clean. If you in my house, I need to know that you moved out that stank house with the roaches, and that you in a different environment. Because if I see one roach, I can't even get mad at you. I can only get mad at myself because I knew you had roaches. That's what it's like being with the devil. It's like we're tainted already. And unless we come back purely clean, God don't want to see us. Be honest. He love us, but He don't. Y'all got roaches. Y'all got roaches. I don't want that around me. But listen, be grateful for what you are. Be grateful for what you are. And be grateful for what you can offer the new world. And don't give up. Don't give up, because there's always a way. If you ever feel lost, give it to God and ask Him for guidance. And ask Him for the way, the true way. Ask Him for the way. And what He will do, He will show you. He will show you, but He will make you do the work. You get what I'm saying? Nothing is free. Nothing is free. With God, He will let you do the work, and He will give you. He'll give you. He'll give you the gift. He'll give you a better life. But you gotta work for it. You gotta work for it, because complacency brings back the devil. Complacent. If he see that you're lazy, it's never gonna work. No, it's never gonna work. He needs to know that you're ready for the change. He needs to know that you're ready for the growth, for the maturity, for the responsibility. Otherwise, we're gonna be back into the hamster wheel, back into purgatory. I don't want that. I don't want that. I'm at the point where I don't mind getting my life straight. I don't mind committing. That was hard for me to say for years. I don't mind committing. I don't mind having a wife. I don't mind having children, because I know it's the better option. You get what I'm saying? It's the better option. It's going to keep my life clean. It's going to make my life less chaotic. It's the better option. That's what life is about. It's about, like I said, God gave us choice. It's about what's the better choice for you. Some people's better choice is chaos, because that's all they know. And they don't know how to They don't know how to code switch. You know what I'm saying? Most people, they don't know how to, some people just raised in the hood, they don't know how to, you know what I'm saying, switch it. That's what God is saying. Half of y'all don't know how to switch. Half of y'all know the devil so well, y'all don't even know how to know God again. Switch. Switch it. Switch it. It's that easy. Switch it. Once you switch it, he'll teach you how to stay. It's like being with God is like how women say, "Well, I can get a man, but I can't keep one." That's what it's like being with God. Anyone can get with God because God is all loving. The task is, how do I stay with God? That's the task. Think about it.